Hello, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We do have game number 2 here from the best of 3 match series between sixjaxViBE, this time spawning as the Zerg up in the 12 o'clock position, against Destiny, another Zerg down in the 2 o'clock position. So back-to-back spawning spots here on Metalopolis. Of course, both players are going to realize that they are right next to each other as soon as these overlords bump fists here in about 2 seconds. Yep, now they know. So we can expect this information to very early affect the builds that we're going to be seeing from both players. And I'm looking forward to one heck of a matchup here. I'm wondering, are we going to have maybe one player try to expand early? Or are we going to have one player maybe go for a kind of traditional Ling into Baneling and trying to put some pressure on? Because you see, they are relatively close. This is the MLG version, okay? So the players know that, Destiny knows he's not going to spawn down here. He knew that going into this, so it's just a very short distance between the two players' bases here, ending up in the natural. So we'll wait and see exactly what they do. Both players, of course, sitting on 13 supply right now. We're coming up on the point where we would probably expect to see what they're going to be doing. We see the money actually saving up for both players right now. Destiny ever so slightly ahead. Probably just a little bit of drone control there, a tiny amount. Now 200 minerals, 190, waiting to see if he's going to drop an expansion. Yep, sure enough, we do have the drone heading out for both players, actually, looking to drop their expansions right off the bat. I mean, hey, both of them see, okay, no spawning pool. I'm good to go ahead and drop this. This is quite a desirable outcome here in the early parts. This will allow both players to be able to field additional units very quickly and get that additional income as well. Now, these overlords up here, ViBE, of course, is going to want to move this out as soon as that spawning pool goes down and sees there's a queen on the way. We'll wait and see exactly what goes down with that. In the meantime, ViBE opting to go ahead and drop that extractor. As soon as Destiny sends out that overlord, he spots that spawning pool, and so now Destiny's like, better head back to that gas and see what's going on. He will pop over there and spot that in just a second or two. We see that Destiny does have his own spawning pool, now about 40% complete, 50% as well. Both players sitting very close, still 17 to 18 supply. APM currently 333 to 83. This is about what I would be doing right now. I mean, I personally, I'm not a big, huge fan of the whole spamming thing in the early, but you could definitely see that ViBE has found its good. I mean, some people say it's a great way to warm up, so hey, more power to him, man. If it helps him out, then it helps him out. Gas is going to be done here, but not quite enough for that metabolic boost upgrade. So I think with the fact that he's let it build up this far, didn't have the money saved up. Don't think we're going to see Banelings coming right off the bat for him. Well, yeah, there's that metabolic boost upgrade. Getting 2 queens, both players actually getting 2 queens there. But you'll notice that Destiny's just now getting the gas. He has been going a little bit more mineral heavy here. Dropping down a spine crawler. Now the creep's starting to spread out a little bit towards the ramp there. And working on saturating the natural. We see actually ViBE has transferred a few drones over here in order to get economy going just a tiny bit quicker. Of course, we could see actually the results of said labor. 18 to 20 in the harvester count right now. As far as units go, 2 Zerglings. You can actually see that's ticking up right there. As wow, we got a pretty decent number of Zerglings for ViBE so far. 2 additional ones on the way. Still, no metabolic boost upgrade for Destiny. Not that big of a deal. Waiting on the gas for it. We'll see exactly what he does with that. Of course, 1 Zergling coming over here, scouting that out. 6 more Zerglings are on the way. You can actually spot and see what Destiny has seen so far. So there we go. A couple Zerglings just kind of get in here, spot and see if he can find out any of that information. But ViBE, very smart. I do like the positioning of this ramp right here, how close it is to the hatchery here on the map. He can just park himself right there, run back up, and look at what is going on here. 18 Zerglings on the way for ViBE. Definitely looking to put some pressure on here on this expansion. Destiny got the second spine crawler here, looking pretty good. But oh man, you can actually just look and see 42 to 38 now, kicking up a little bit. But look at that, 850 to 75, and this huge Zergling train coming down here. Now the metabolic boost upgrade is on the way. Of course, Destiny sees that. He decides to go ahead and drop a Baneling Nest. But look at this. Zergling's getting a good surround on the Queen down here. The second one could not quite make it to the ramp in time to block off these Zerglings and keep them at the natural. So now there are just Zerglings running rampant everywhere, folks. I'm not sure if Destiny is actually going to be able to mop this up or not. This is pretty bad of a situation here. Fortunately, the Baneling nest is still good, so the Banelings could be a savior here. I don't know, though. The fact that he has to pull off all these drones, you can look at the units lost right now and see that Destiny has lost a huge amount of stuff. Look at the workers killed. 11 so far, folks. Not good at all. We do have the Roach Warren complete, so that's going to be a good defensive option. If he's going to be able to actually get in here, though. He did retreat because he saw the Baneling cocoon and wasn't sure exactly when that was going to pop. So, not wanting to risk it, he did retreat back up into the main base where he did encounter a few additional Zerglings. Not that much of an issue, though. Again, we do have one Roach on the way for Destiny. Couple Banelings. Oh, will they be able to get at these Zerglings? Oh, so close. So very close. One Zergling, unfortunately, is left to take out the Baneling. But yeah, overall, pretty interesting engagement there as you see things are still kind of wrapping up, trying to take out this hatchery. I don't know if he's actually going to be able to. I really don't think so. We see actually one of Zergling was trying to run around, though. Good positioning here by Destiny on the Roach. This will allow him to not let the Zerglings get a good surround and pretty much just run around like idiots for a couple seconds there. Finally, the attack has subsided. There's the results, 900 to 1800. As far as workers lost, though, you can see 12 to nothing. We can see 32 to 24. So Destiny definitely has to get back on his feet here. You can actually spot a few additional Roaches are on the way for ViBE. You can see he's letting them gather down here at the front. He could be going for another attack here soon. He certainly does have the economic advantage. You see he's not pressing on with any more gas than what he has now, just the 2. And going for a third base up here. Destiny, of course, not quite able to match that just yet. He is on even footing now with the drones. Even footing with the minerals as well, but the gas is where it differs, definitely. And of course, you can see that right there. A little bit gas heavy right now, but ViBE doing a great job keeping that nice and low as he does move down towards towards Destiny's base again. This time, Destiny does see it. He does have one Overlord over here. I'm not sure if he's going to be prepared for it. If you look at the units now, 1 Zergling, 2 Roaches, and 2 Banelings. Oh, 2 Queens as well against 14 Roaches. Oh man, and so many Zerglings coming down here. The Zerglings, yep, sure enough, there's the G. Not quite as cool as the GG, but still pretty amazing stuff there from ViBE as he takes game number 2, bringing the series to 1-1. Let's go into game 3 and see who's going to make it through this qualifying round.